Hey, good morning. We got plastic coming off the last clutch in the incubator. This is from a male albino enchi 100% het clown times the female is a clown 100% het for albino, and we've already proved them out. I'm gonna try to stay out of the light if there's even a way to do that. There is. There is. Move them right over here. Move this chair right out of the way over here. Just an update on the babies. I offered again last night. And the one that ate the first time, ate again. But the cool part is this time she actually took right from the tongs. But the other ones didn't want nothing to do with them. We got some water on them, so I'll have to dip the eggs. But there you go. That's what our eggs look like at this point in time. This is day 50. So dip the fucking eggs. Get all the water and moisture off them. I know, probably should have gloves on, but I did just wash my hands with antibacterial soap, so don't get too mad at me. My dog's curious. Let's see, bud. See that? Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool, buddy? He wants to do everything that Dad does. Huh. It's a family affair, the snakes here. This one got a little bit of water the other day on it, and I noticed that, and that's why it's got that little bit of discoloration on it. And I don't know, you're probably not supposed to do this, but there's an awful lot of water on these eggs. That's why I'm keeping them facing the direction they was. And I'm being very gentle. We got another crinkly one here. We got a really crinkly one. We had one out of the last batch of eggs too. That I was actually almost worried that there might be something wrong with the baby that came out of it, but it was totally healthy. You can't judge anything by what the eggs look like. I mean, you don't want mold on them. Obviously, if they're all moldy and stuff, that's not great, for sure, because you're going to have a snake coming out of there, and you don't want mold on them. You can use foot powder, I've heard. I've never had to, because I use distilled water, and it doesn't promote molding. So, I'm not going to guarantee that it don't mold, but I know that it doesn't promote molding, because as you see, I don't have any mold in here. Alright, here we go. That one's a little wet, really wet on the bottom there. So there they are. And they go back in the incubator in probably about, I would say, anywhere from day 55. This is day 50. But anywhere from day 55 to day 58, we'll start getting pips. But there you go. There's your little update. Last night when I was feeding, I had babies coming out, though. They wanted to come out and be held. They kind of acted interested, and yes, they were tonguing at it and all that. But then just decided they didn't want it. And I tried 3 different times last night. I offered right from the tongs, right from get-go. Went through all of them. No takers. So then I went through, reheated, went through again, and just went and dropped and left them in there with them. That didn't work, so I went through again and reheated them, and then tried offering from tongs again. And I literally had baby snakes coming out and acting like they wanted to be held. Oh, and I don't know. It could be because for all I know, maybe these are a little bit bigger than the last fuzzies I had for the first 3 clutches. because it didn't take this long for my other clutches. But let me assure you, I've had people tell me that they're actually starting to think about waiting 2 weeks after they're born before they start offering. So it's not abnormal for them not to eat, you know. It's not unnormal. Yes. It's not
abnormal.
Abnormal. There we go, baby. See, that's why I'm glad you're on the camera. It's not abnormal for them to go this long without feeding. They've gone longer than this without feeding, and it's perfectly fine. And like I said, too, these ones literally, there was no yolk left. When these guys actually came out of the egg, there was absolutely no yolk left. The first 3 clutches, I actually went and cut those eggs. Pretty much I only cut 1 egg out of these. So I'm thinking that's another reason why they probably haven't eaten yet, because they absorbed all that yolk that was in those eggs. The first 3 clutches I did because I cut, they ended up coming out of the egg a little early, I think, and that's why when I pulled them out, there was still some egg yolk left in my first 3 clutches from 2 years ago. This clutch, there was no yolk left because I let them pretty much all come out on their own. So, but anyway, that's how it goes right now. We're at day 50 here on this clutch of eggs, and 5 to 8 days from now, we'll definitely should see a pip. And we'll be going live maybe sometime in the next couple days. But anyway, I hope everybody has a great weekend, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.